Welcome to our international podcast, Below the Belt. We are so glad that you guys are here with us today. We are so glad that you guys are here. It's Thursday, Holy Thursday. There's a holiday on tomorrow. It's Good Friday, so we won't have any show. So believe it or not, it's Open Mic Thursday. And we learned something tremendously important in broadcasting. They say, hold the mic when you have something to say. And we have a couple of things to say today. Folks, there's a poll that is out, and you're going to be shocked by some of the findings. We've been partnering with our affiliate website, Credible Sources, putting out some of that information. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some of that. A very interesting poll, guys, from the International Republican Institute, IRI. And again, we're going to be talking about some of what the poll is revealing. A lot of people are going to be surprised, and perhaps not surprised. A lot of heads in high places must be turning, a lot of head scratching being done. Because the truth is come out. You can't hide the truth. You cannot hide the truth, folks. And as we discuss some of these issues, I want to hear from you. That's what open mic Thursday means. Once it's a holiday on Friday, we do the open mic the day before, or if we have a big issue we really need your feedback on, such as today's issue. We're going to be talking, among other things, about this IRI poll that is out, folks. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you guys today on all that's happening. Lots and lots happening at our end, guys. And again, apologies for the delay in the broadcast today, but we wanted to have something to say, and not just on talking for the sake of talking to hear ourselves, but we actually want to have something to say to you guys. Happy Thursday. Hope some of y'all behaving yourself. It's Holy Thursday. You can't get done bad, today, or else. Who knows? Who knows? Tomorrow is Good Friday as well. It's a long Holy Weekend. Saturday, it's another interesting day on the Christian calendar, and I can't remember right off the bat. I'm searching my notes here. But Saturday is this long Holy Weekend, from Holy Thursday, Good Friday. You have Resurrection Sunday and Sunday coming, Easter Monday coming up. Saturday is another day on the another important day on the calendar, and I'm certain the guys are going to tell me what day is Saturday. Um, right along the calendar of Christian observances, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, something Saturday. If you guys know, let me know what Saturday is it. I know you guys sharp on the outside there. You guys sharp. BHSL and you other guys, you're sharp. I know that. I know you're sharp. Me guys. I know you're sharp. So y'all can let us know what is Saturday in the Christian calendar. That'll be a homework for you. Homework. Good Friday, something Saturday, Resurrection Sunday, Easter Monday. Good to see you, Maureen, to Chester Paul. Respect and manners, John Abrams. Good to see you, sir. Siobhan McDonald and Rhonda Spencer Thumb. Yotindi Grant. Good to see each and every one of you. Yotindi says a blessed Holy Thursday to each and every one of you. Yeah. Let the blessings flow. Whiskey Session says they're listening from Tiger Bay. Good to see you. Rhonda Daniels chances is Sabbath Saturday. Maybe, just maybe. Every Saturday is Sabbath Saturday. Every Saturday is Sabbath Saturday. Shondell Moses, good to see you as well. Isabella Butters, good to see you, Isabel. Really good to have you here. Edward Gonzalez, of course, watching us, listening us from the Bronx. I see Deborah Clark is here. Good to see you, Debs. I hope all is well at your end. And Nicola Daniel, Shondell Moses, Rami Leander. Rami is a little bit. Maybe you've been hiding in the comments. Good to see you, though. GT Root Gal, how are you doing? Hello, GT Root Gal. Good to see you. Lois McKenzie is here. Is it Fiola Tom? Fiola Thom is here as well. Barbara Richards is here. I see Valetta Marcus is here. Cheryl Mingo is here as well, listening us. She says from Belladrum, guys, and we're so happy. We are so extremely happy that you guys are here. You guys are here. We're here. We're all here. It couldn't get any better, guys. I'm telling you, it could not get any better. And we're so happy. Make sure you get. Make sure you have your refreshments, guys, as you It's lunch, we are having out there. Or you're having a self-imposed fast. According to Pastor Exton Charles, maybe you guys are having a self-imposed fast. I think that's a brung, man. Must could afford a dry down a little swank. Good to have you here, Pansy Fields. Good to have you here, Hazel Wendy Griffith. And Alia Waldron has just joined the band. Alia, how you doing? Good to see you. Carlotta Ronalds, and I see Claudette Clark. Mimi Hendricks is here. Mimi, I see you for a little while. I see you for a little while. Good to have you back. Karen Thorne, and I see Robert Pops Archer. Roberto Pops Archer is here, and we're so happy about that. Good to have you, Roberto. Really good to have each and every one of you folks. Yesterday was an interesting day in the National Assembly. Of course, them boys passed their fraudulent motion to have the PAC really and truly only can sit when their members are present. That's a dastardly, wicked, dark day for democracy in this country. Right? Because you know why? We've been preaching this at this end. They don't want the oversight. They don't. They don't want the oversight. They want to come and just do whatever they want to do. Full stop. No questions asked. That's how they want to operate. But we ain't gonna have it. We ain't gonna have it. Also, yesterday, in more important news, Mr. Aubrey C. Norton was sworn in as a member of parliament, and later in the day, as leader of the opposition, he was elected by opposition members of parliament. Walter Lawrence, as well, was part of that process, taking the oath of office as a member of parliament, guys. Taking the oath as a member of parliament. And what a day it was in that regard. Both of them have served in the National Assembly before, and we are so happy. We are so happy to have them back, bringing fresh energy and new perspectives and all of that good stuff, folks, to this process. All of that good stuff to the process. How are you guys doing out there, man? You're so quiet. How are you folks doing? Kim Walker and Siobhan McDonald, Marlon King, Andrew Cosmo. How y'all doing? How you folks doing? I want to know how y'all be, how y'all at, where y'all there. Yep. How you folks doing? So we were so happy to see our colleagues, Aubrey C. Norton, leader of the People's National Congress Reform, leader of APNU, and the newly minted leader of the opposition take the oath of office yesterday. We want to share that with you, and then we're going to come back and share Valda and Lawrence taking the oath of office as a new member of parliament, guys. Take a listen. Take a listen to how that went down yesterday. Take a listen. Good to see you, Claudette Clark and Shondell Wills and Monica Jones, Marlon King. Good to see you. Marlon says it's cool in New Amsterdam. Naomi Drucker. Are we going to talk about the weather in just a sec? Mary Luke, good to see you there. Tessa Waterman, good to see you. Good to see each and every one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Aubrey C. Norton. Mm-hmm.
I, Aubrey Norton, do hereby solemnly declare that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people of Guyana, that I will faithfully execute the office of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and that in the execution of functions of that office, I will honor, uphold, and preserve the Constitution of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys hearing that? That's how it went down. Are you guys hearing that? At this point, he's signing officially as a member of parliament, shaking hands with the speaker, and the sergeant of arms is escorting him to his seat officially in the National Assembly as a member of the National Assembly officially back after quite a few years of absence. Quite a few years. Shaking.
Honorable, honorable members, I offer my congratulations to the honorable member, Mr. Aubrey Norton, and welcome him back to the National Assembly.
Yep, yep, yep. That was
So
the
this
that
is
was the that
obviously
was the cantankerous speaker for you. That's the cantankerous speaker for you. Yeah, try with he. Try with he, folks. And then after that, we had folks, Volder Ann Lawrence, who's been out of the National Assembly since 2020, I think it was. And here she is taking the oath of office yesterday in the parliamentary proceedings.
I, Walter Lawrence, do hereby solemnly declare that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people of Guyana, that I will faithfully execute the office of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and that in the execution of functions of that office, I will honor, uphold, and preserve the Constitution of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana.
Sign it on for me. Stand it
Yep.
on the screen.
And if it wasn't official when GCOM announced that they were MPs, it certainly became official when they took the oath of office and signed on the, I think, a certificate of some sort. I can't remember clearly that they give to the new MPs, or I think that's the oath that they sign. Yeah. You sign the oath, and then that is given to you later on. And again, the Sergeant of Arms escorts Mrs. Lawrence to her seat in the National Assembly. And just as before, the speaker is gonna say congrats. That's how it went down, folks. That's how y'all know it's still in suspension. Y'all know y'all boy still in suspension because we back like that. We back like that. But the dress up yesterday too. She's a girl with your things. I want y'all know that she's a girl with your things. Looking almost presidential there. She's shaking hands with colleagues and making her way to her seat, and guided by the sergeant at arms.
congratulations,
Yep.
congratulations,
Volder
honorable
Lawrence, member of
member,
parliament.
Ms. Lawrence.
That's how it went down at that end, guys. That is how it went down at that end. Yep. Yesterday, both Volder Lawrence and Aubrey Norton becoming members of the National Assembly. Yep. And guys, again, as we said, and congratulations to both of them. I see all the congratulations you guys are sending. Romilianda says congratulations. And Valetta Marcus says, congratulations, Mr. Norton. John Jones says, hear that Judas name, Nadir. John Jones, you know you able, you know. Candice Monroe, sorry, Enmore, we see you there. Isabella Butters, good to see you. Uh, Richland Carter, we see you as well. Lorraine Garnett, we see you as well. Good to have each and every one of you. It was such a great day yesterday to see our colleagues elevated once again as members of the National Assembly. And, as I said, fresh energy, fresh ideas, fresh insight, pace and power all the way. Pace and power. Guys, with some information we're following up on, as we said, because we want to hear from you guys very, very early and take as many as your voice notes, as many of your voice notes. I say as many as your voice notes, as many of your voice notes as possible on the subject matter. Two issues we pulled out of this a report that was just published, guys, by the International Republican Institute (IRI). They have been doing some work here with us as pertains to our electoral reform, and they did a poll recently, and my oh my, George Kirk or Nurk, George Nurk, Marlon King, Indrani Lekaram, and Sabina Jacobs, Roxanne Aaron, all the other folks. It is very, very interesting. Some of the findings who sharing the damn live stream. Oh, we'll smash the emoji button, guys. That we get this credible and valid information to all and sundry. We knew we were right. We had to wait for the IRI tell us that we were right. But IRI is telling us, folks, we've been feeling the pinch. We've been feeling the pinch economically, Jennifer Argyle and Raymond Jones, Vanessa Calendar. We've been feeling the pinch economically with the rising cost of living. The rising cost of living, we've been feeling the pinch, and I'm certain you guys have as well, especially if you live in Guyana. The International Republican Institute, in this poll, they're telling us that 22% of Guyanese, can you believe that? 22% of Guyanese is the headline in our affiliate news site that says 22% of Guyanese are having trouble feeding themselves. That means 1 in 4 Guyanese, anything properly when the day come in, they're facing hardships. Folks, 22% of Guyanese having trouble feeding themselves. According to this report that we're pulling from our affiliate credible sources, and of course our website can be the address is crediblesourcesgy.com. That's how you can find it. Crediblesourcesgy.com. You can find it there, and it says that a recent opinion poll conducted by the International Republican Institute (IRI) shows that 22% of respondents in 1 in 4 says that they have trouble feeding themselves and their families. I feel like my response is there too. It says that this comes as rampant inflation and rising unemployment create the perfect storm of misery for working class Guyanese. The January poll, January just this year, the poll is conducted. The January poll is part of the ongoing electoral reform project being conducted by the IRI. Another paragraph in the report says that over the past 2 years, unemployment has increased with about 5,000 jobs being lost over the period. It says also that 2021 saw a 4% reduction in sugar production, 20% reduction in rice production, a 3.5 percent reduction in bauxite, and a 14.8 reduction in gold prices. Um, in addition to other areas, in addition to other areas of downturns, folks. Everything down, everything down, everything down. The only thing up is inflation. The only thing, the only thing up in this country is inflation. So, folks, could you imagine that? 20, 22% of this country says they can't feed, they're having trouble, right? Feeding themselves and family. I think that little 1 pack of chung they're giving out. They'll have pint split peas and quarter pint oil and a smidgen of salt. What it could do, that's a 1 day lash. I mean, you could stretch it for 2 days, 3 days, right? If you had a little rice to mix in there and a little corned beef and some mixed vegetables, right? A piece of baked chicken on the side, you could stretch that. But how long you can stretch this for? That's like a 3 day, 4 day. Right. Half pint split peas, quarter pound salt, right? A little feck of garlic. Garlic now expensive, $1,000 a pound. So I think garlic and then them hampers. Right. But that hamper can be a long-term solution. 22% of Guyanese say they're having trouble feeding themselves and family. Hmm? Trouble feeding themselves. We got we own trouble here trying to meet our monthly expenses to keep these programs going. If I might say, that's the trouble we got. But 22% of Guyanese having trouble feeding themselves and family. Can you imagine that? Hmm? And you got 3 economists in this government. You got, well, not economists, but 3 finance persons because Ashley's not an economist. He's an accountant. That's what the guy is telling me. You got Ashley Singh. Well, let me see, 3 former finance ministers. Ashley Singh, he in government. Jack Dio in government. Kaulasar, what's his first name? In government. You remember Kaulasar used to be finance minister. What's his first name? I always keep slipping me. Ashley, I want to put it properly with the other two Jacobats and Trent Trappos. You got Jack Dio, former finance minister, Ashley Singh, former finance minister, and you got Kaulasar. Right? How we sit in the kind of doldrums we in. You see you hear the number? Those are their numbers, it's not our numbers, it's their numbers. Right? It's their numbers. 5,000 persons lost the job since these Jagabats came to government. 4% reduction in sugar production. And they are now revising that even further downward because the estates are not no longer going to be reopening. Lies and lies and more lies in the PPP. 20% reduction in rice production. 3.8% reduction in bauxite. 14.8 reduction in gold production. Everything is down. I tell you, the only thing up is the rate of inflation. That's the only thing. Folks, we do we homework. That's what we tell y'all. We do we homework. And I learned a long time ago in communication, they say, if you hold the mic, if you want to speak, have something to say. And that's why we started it, because we wanted to make sure we had the facts. Right? You see them boys challenging me on the facts. You ever see them put out a press statement and say, oh, what you all hear over, sir, is wrong? Huh? It's the facts. And this is what your love and support tangibly helps us to do. Pursue the truth wherever it leads. And we go after the facts. Everything done. It's only some blue pills could bring back this economy. No, it done. It's sterile. Only some blue pills. Strong blue pills. The industrial one. You can't use the regular one. Like when Seed and them boys is used. You got to get industrial strength, strong blue pills to lift this economy out of the doldrums. Everything done. Right? The only thing up is inflation. The only thing up, inflation strapping. You know them boys tell me? Inflation is was what? A whopping 11% last year. 11%. You know what inflation was in 2020? When the APNU AFC coalition left office, 0.3%, I think it was. 0 point something. 0 point. Hmm? Oh, but they didn't want to get Granger more time. And we coming to the them catfish, jagabats, tadpoles, and cricketers. Oh, they want to give this set time. Well, how they looking for we looking thin? You know, some businessmen they were crying out under the APNU AFC coalition. Oh, things wrong. This, da. They ain't crying out. They even got tears to cry. They cry out all the tears. The shame. Talk to my friends who are in the business sector. They said them by shame now. The shame. You as a boss and the PVP, even if drugs are pushing, at least things are circulating. The money is circulating. Even if drugs are pushing. Money was circulating. How y'all looking now? Y'all looking thin. See now y'all collarbone and jawbone. Uh, yeah, collarbone and jawbone we seeing. They're looking thin. 11% was inflation. Last year. 0 point something between 0.3 and 0.5 on the coalition. You know is that? Your money in your pocket get power. Your money in your pocket get power. The average person spending money out there in the marketplace, no, you're getting less for the same money you got in your pocket. You're getting less. 22% of Guyanese. That's what the IRI study is telling us. 22% of Guyanese say things tight. Right? 22%. Things tight. And let me hear this now because I want to hear from you folks. The same poll. That wasn't the only issue the polling Gavin Liverpool. That wasn't the only issue. Kim Walker, Rhonda Lane. That wasn't the only issue. But you might want to sit down here now. You might want to sit down here now. Hear them by say. This is the International Republican Institute, IRI. Here it is say. Only. Vanessa De Silva, you bracing yourself, girl? Relemon Alexis, take a brace. Mm-hmm. Only 38% of Guyanese believe that election results in this country reflect the will of the people. Can you imagine that? Only 38, 38, 38% of Guyanese believe that elections result reflect the will of the people. So how come them boys the one um Joe Harmon? And how come them boys want Aubrey Norton? See them as a legitimate government. We're not meeting until you acknowledge that we are a legitimate government. Well, only 38% of Guyanese believe election results reflect the will of the people. They're in a bad shape. They are in a bad shape. You understand why GCOM needs a total overhaul? A deep, deep, deep overhaul, people? It has to be overhauled. 38%. And hold on, it gets a little worse than that. The report, this is the IRI poll, suggests that only 23% of the respondents said that the official results definitely reflect, right? Only 22%. So don't think, okay, y'all think 38% say don't reflect. So it means then that, how is my maths now? It's 60 something percent. Is it 30, 38? 62%? 62% believe that it is true and correct. Then by say, well, we gone clear. No, 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 22, not 62. 22% of the respondents said it definitely reflects the will of the people. 22%. Hmm? We told y'all this when we see all them ballot boxes without statutory documents along the East Coast. How you think it's get a? Huh? How you think it's get a? Huh? They say you get over 50% of the people to vote for you. And yet, only the boxes, main thing some people understand is only the boxes in communities that traditionally vote PPP did not have their statutory documents in them. Only, folks, that is not a fluke. You tell me, these jagabats and trench crappers, tadpoles and cricketers, they accusing the APNU AFC coalition of rigging an election. And yet, in all of the communities along the East Coast that traditionally vote APNU AFC, all of those polling places got the statutory documents in the box, right? And they're trying to rig. But in the other communities that traditionally vote PPP, there are no statutory documents, and they're honest, right? There's Jesus. The people next door is Barabbas, right? There's Jesus. The people next door, they're Barabbas. So the IRI poll, this is not a local poll. This is foreign people. I think IRI is closely works also with the Carter Center, if I'm not mistaken. Their poll is not APNU AFC coalition poll. IRI says that 38% of Guyanese do not believe election results reflect the will of the people. And that 22, only 22, say that it definitely reflects the will of the people. Right? Only 22 says it directly reflects the will of the people. As a matter of fact, it says here that 16% says it probably does. 16% says it probably does. Only 16% says it probably does. According to the IRI, the International Republican Institute. Right? Of course, these last elections in 2020, the official results, they are irreparably stained, of course, by allegations of voter fraud, mass irregularities. Right? This Ghana is Ghana different. Remember, I just told you of these villages on the East Coast, 47 ballot boxes, 47, no statutory documents, and them vote count. PPP wants to contend that the last administration, according to them, attempted to rig the last election. And yet, you got two elections petition in the court system. And the PPP fighting those petitions, fighting them. And they rig. They unrig. Right? They unrig. Yeah. So the guys are telling me I need to correct my syntax and so on. Well, not my syntax, right? It's 38% of Guyanese believe, rather. 38% of Guyanese believe the election results reflect the will of the people. Only 38% believe it reflects the will of the people. If you claiming a set of people rigged the election, and this set of people got elections petition in there, right? The elections petition won't vindicate, but you say, why are you fighting this thing on who gets served on time? Who got jurisdiction to hear the matter? And all of these peripheral side issues. Folks, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from y'all based on what IRI is telling us. The articles have been posted across our social media pages. I'm certain if you're on my page in particular, you're going to see those articles there because we want to be able to bring this information, let you know what's happening. What's happening, guys? What's happening? Our numbers up there, guys. 627-6963. I would like to hear from you. Let me see if we have a contributor. Let me see. Do we?
Good afternoon, Sherrod and listeners. I'm not sure if I'm on point with the subject matter. However, I will just make a few observations. First of all, let me say congratulations to Honorable MP Aubrey Norton and Valda Lawrence, respectively. I watched their presentations this morning in Parliament, and man, was I happy. I was happy because they stuck to the point. What I want to say though is that the government side of the house seem not to have any discipline at all. You, I understand heckling. What I do not understand is their constant nonsense, more or less. Um, they're making the house look like a rum shop. You cannot be a member of the government and do not want to listen to the other side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting. So, the first thing I want to say is that their behavior is not nice at all. I wonder how some of them have become members of parliament because their behavior is not nice at all. And it's sad that they would take their oath of office and not take the business of the people of Guyana seriously.
Mm-hmm.
They leave a lot to be desired. The second thing I want to talk about is um, the cost of living. I don't know where this government is heading, but what is the sense of having all this, I should say, upgrade in infrastructure and your people are hungry? For me, it makes no sense at all. I think that some of these monies that are being allocated to all these businesses and all this infrastructure should be channeled to the social issues
Mm-hmm.
of the people of Guyana. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know where their head is. Yes, I would like to see Guyana looking nice and everything, but you cannot build buildings and the people are hungry. It doesn't make any sense to me, and it's for me, it's not logical at all. I will give others a chance to speak before I come back with another comment or another voice note.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for that contribution. On point, on point. You're on point on all counts. On point. Yeah, on point on all counts, guys. Let's take another contributor.
Good day and a happy Holy Thursday, a pleasant Easter, and we'll pray and fast tomorrow, Good Friday. Anyway, Sherrod, I'm listening to you talking about inflation and so. There's a saying, too many cooks spoil the broth. If you got three finance ministers, nothing could go right. And when you come to talk about cost of living is high. And I wish that we pensioners could be given an increase. The NIS pensioners, the old age pensioners, so also, and the working class people need increase in their salaries. But I see they don't, the things people got to put in perspective what is most needed. Because with all you getting the small salary, you watch out for Dexter Dobbs. You're gonna see all going unattended. No, I like me. I can't foresee me too old for God to Dexter. But you look and see. And when people behaving like that, people say, no, these people doing it, they only talking. But you just got to apply pressure where pressure is needed. Happy Easter holiday to all the Christians all around the world. Bye bye. Sorry being a double dipper. I was late because I got an impromptu visit from a viewer all the way from Canada, Gordon Edwards. I just heard a call, and when I look out, I saw the person and he came all the way to visit me. So that is what caused my lateness. And I just gave him a little token of appreciation when he was here. I'll send you the video later. Sharon, bye bye.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so very much for that. Folks, we want your voice notes on these issues. Send it to us. We've had two contributors that thus far, and we want to hear from you guys as well. We want to hear from you guys. Send us your voice notes. Send us your voice notes. The number is there. 627-6963. We want to hear from you. We're excited to hear from you guys and how you're receiving the information. Richland Carter, we see you, and is it Catherine and Ness? I never know how to pronounce the surname. But good to see you, Haven Petal Wilson as well, and Jason McDonald. Sharon Shepard SS is here, guys. Give the live stream a share. Smash that emoji button for us. People are on point. People are on point on the issues, guys. Good to see each and every one of you. Jason McDonald. Good to see you, folks. Naomi Drucker out here. Naomi Drucker out here. Good to see you. Marlon Thomas out here as well, guys. Send us those voice notes. We want to hear from you. Send us a voice note. We want to hear from you on these issues. 38% of guidees. Only 38% of guidees. What do they believe? 38% of Guyanese believe election results reflect the will of the people. Only 38%. The vast majority said, fire upon y'all. Fire upon y'all. Folks, we want to hear from you. Patricia Kissoon and Roxanne Jacobs, good to see you guys. We want to hear from you. We got a couple minutes left in our broadcast. And the segment is over to you guys. Over to you. Over to you, lovely folks. Y'all don't be bashful today. It's not bashful Thursday. Good to see you, folks. Who do we have with us here? Angela Jordan, how are you doing? Good to see you, Angela. Yep. So we're still following. We got other things we're going to pull out of this report and publish, guys, because we think you ought to know. Y'all think it's only y'all think nothing irregular with these catfish and jagabats? Y'all believe it's only y'all think so? And the vast among the country. Mm-hmm. Good to see you guys. 627 rather, 627 6963 is our MMG number as well as our WhatsApp number. We want to hear from you guys. Shoot us a voice note and let us know how you guys are doing at your end. Shoot us a voice note. We want to hear from you. I aren't taking any calls, but if you shoot us a voice note, we are gonna we're gonna rock and come in. We're gonna rock and bring you all in. Christy Barrows, we see you. Send us a voice note. We're gonna be so also happy to play it for you guys and get them over. Let's pick up the pace, guys. Let's pick up the pace. Let's pick up the pace. We got a couple minutes left. Carlos Malcolm, we see you. Gladstone, how are you doing? Ron Delane, how are you doing? Good to see you, folks. Good to have each and every one of you here with us, guys. Good to have you folks here with us. Yep. 627 6963, guys. The mic is yours. Rock and come in. Let us know how you guys are doing and what are the issues affecting you all. Rock and come in, peoples. Rock and come in. Good to see you, folks. Yep. GT Root Girl, good to see you there. Junior Lewis, good to see you as well. Good to see each and every one of you. I think we have a contributor. Let's see.
Mr. Duncan, good afternoon. Congratulations to Mr. Orby Norton
Indeed.
and Miss Vola Lawrence. I
Indeed.
watched the thing last night, and I congrats to them again. And I'm glad that Mr. Orby Norton turned the opposition leader, that he will look into our public assistance money. God know best. This God don't sleep.
Yes.
And God know, and God know, and God seen everything what everybody doing and what everybody going through in this life. This place getting harder and harder every day. And walk in there in the place, you can't do nothing walk in there, and you can't go and say you're picking up people thing. And because if you if you pick up people thing, you're gonna face the full consequence of the law. Congratulations to Orby Norton and Miss Vola Lawrence again. Congrats.
Awesome.
And I know good things gonna prevail. And good things gonna happen for we. I know good things gonna happen. Good things. And Mr. Kwame McCarr yesterday at the National Assembly, I was listening when Mr. Orby Norton was speaking. He have no manners. I didn't get him to hear what he was saying in the background. He have no manners, Mr. Kwame McCarr. He have no manners, none whatsoever in National Assembly. People like them ain't fit for going in National Assembly. He like Minister Damlal will tell you about the dildo, but he don't have no manners, Mr. Kwame McCoy.
You wicked, stink, and dirty. Wicked, stink, and dirty. I'm happy you all heard him. And that's every parliamentary session. That's the behavior. Every parliamentary session, my sister. That is the behavior. Rock and come in with the voice notes, folks. Rock and come in.
Good morning, Sharon.
Good
I
morning.
think Justice Saunders should excuse himself from the election petition hearing
I believe you too.
because he is compromised. How could you meet with the Attorney General, the President, and the Vice President? And they are, I think, is the respondent for the petition. That is ridiculous.
Very much so.
That's ridiculous. And that's unethical. That man was not fair. He was not. He was partial during the election. During the fiasco in 2020, because the last court should have been the appellate court, and he said the CCJ is the last court. So therefore, he's been compromised since then. Good afternoon, Sharon. This installed government doesn't believe in transparency. They're too corrupt. They are too corrupt. Before they use some of the money that they're getting from the oil to subsidize some of the food items for Guyanese. All they're doing is infrastructure all the time. The people want to eat infrastructure. It's ridiculous to know that Guyana have so many natural resources, and all these people could do is to enrich themselves. The people have to stop talking and go out there and fight for their rights.
Correct is right. Correct is right. And we have another contributor, folks. Let's get right to that. We have another contributor. Mm-hmm.
Good day and a happy Holy Thursday, a pleasant Easter,
Same to you.
and
Happy Holy
we'll
Thursday.
pray and fast tomorrow, Good Friday. Anyway, Sherrod, I'm listening to you talking about inflation and so. There's a saying, too many cooks spoil the broth. If you got three finance ministers, nothing could go right. And when you come to talk about cost of living is high. Well, with that report that has come out about the election recap on how many paid the will of the people, I know that was the fact that they didn't get what they say they got, the install regime. And I hope it is only it's the beginning and we will continue to debate the end. You know, the man came from the CCJ. Lots of people had lots to talk. You don't know when the man came, the head of the CCJ, what he came to bring. And at certain times, you must stand down and see what's going to play out. Look, since he come, you see what happened. So, people, y'all watch, they want wait, watch and see what's going to happen. And when it comes to inflation, it's very high because the PPP, I know lots of PPP persons who were jumping up and glad that PPP get back into power. Some of them say them in a punish and the green Johnson. Plenty of them now. You ain't hear the talking nothing. They're crying, but the shame to let us see that they're crying and what they have
Yep,
lost, and
yep,
they will
yep.
continue to lose more. Because when the upper echelons of the PPP collect the money, they go in and travel to Dubai, Pakistan, Van Arpels and shop, all them fancy place, and they don't have no time with them. So right about now, the install regime is at the top of the Ponzi scheme, and all of them there at the bottom ain't got no money to get. But them that at the top, the government, all the government officials will enjoy. And when they finish, you're going to kick them down like when you kick the bucket. So let them enjoy. And let me wait and see how many more things will come to light after this man go back. Just when the lady, the bell lady, they come Isabel and do the paper, the work with Barrett, things start to come out. Then they add this other person who came and think for the lady to come and all of them run away to the outer world to spend up the money. More is going to come and you see when the people finish with them, you're going to see what's going to happen to the PPP. I know they're going to end up at the Hague next. Bye bye.
They can end up at the Hague next. That's the international court, folks, in the Hague. That's where they're going to end up. Thank you for that contribution, my sister. Thank you so much for that contribution. We have another contribution.
My other issue is the domestic violence issue.
Yeah, yeah.
I am so ashamed of those female groups in Guyana. Why are they not speaking out? Are they afraid? Are they muzzled?
Mm-hmm.
That is what you there for, to represent the interests of the Guyanese women.
Uh-huh.
This silence is deafening. And then when you do hear a comment, it's done half heartedly. Where are the female members of the government side? Why are they not speaking up on domestic violence in Guyana? Every day, it's so sad, but every day another female is killed. As for the Guyana police force, you guys need some serious training on how you handle the issues of domestic violence. Stop this nonsense.
Correct.
I
Correct.
believe that this is one of the reasons why victims of domestic violence are afraid to speak out because there is no support for them. I heard some paltry efforts of justification for why that businessman kicked up his daughter like that. No, 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 no. I don't care what ethnicity you belong to, you're a female, and there is no reason why you should be using your foot, hands, or anything
Yeah.
on a female.
Yeah.
Teeth and tongue must bite, but these men need to know the place. Seriously? How can you publicly try to justify that man's disgusting behavior? Sad, where are the morals of the people of Guyana? Where have they gone to?
Indeed. Indeed, my sister. Indeed. Couldn't put it any better. Rock and come in, Marlon. Rock and come in. Rock and come in.
Hi, Sherrod. Good afternoon to you, Sharon. First and foremost, I must wish you and your FYI below the belt and in the ring team a happy Easter weekend.
Same to you, man. Same to you.
Now, let me tell you this. The election results never ever did reflect the will of the Guyanese people. And Mr. Which what's his name? Moonshine. He is why don't he stop jumping around the country and keep making a set of broken promises around the place? Barjagdio need to stop this nonsense that he's going on with. And I hope that the PPP supporters wake up because all he's doing is making a fool of them and making a set of empty promises and selling a set of wild dreams that is bearing no fruit. Barjagdio playing a role where he's not even supposed to play because according to my knowledge, after Irfan Ali is Mark Phillips. And he's not even doing that. Then the Public Accounts Committee, they know that it's close, it is coming down closely to them to be scrutinized. So they want to make amendments because they don't want to go under scrutiny. They have no need for transparency. They don't believe in transparency because they don't want to be exposed. I can understand these people. Now I was listening to Mr. Norton, our leader. I must say congratulations to him and Miss Walder Lawrence. Congratulations to them. It's pace and power in Parliament right now. Now I've been listening to Aubrey making his statement on the Public Accounts Committee. Kwame Mackay and Dharam Lal. These people are so disrespectable. They sound so
Folks, let me just advise you that the extra audio you're hearing there, it's not at our end. Marlon was listening to the program and she was recording that. And so that's why you're hearing that extra audio there. That's not from our end. I paused Marlon's video and you see the extra audio is gone. Marlon's audio there. That's from Marlon's end. Apologies there.
annoying. I don't know why the Speaker of the House don't put his foot down and put them out of Parliament. They are not fit to be in Parliament. They are not fit. They need to be out of there. What is wrong with these people? They don't have no culture, no manners, no dignity, nothing at all. It is all gone from
Very
them.
true.
It's a no wonder that Dharam Lal making porn. What is wrong with these people that don't have no manners?
Yeah.
And then Mrs. Lawrence get up and she making her statement too, and he's there carrying on. These people don't have no culture, nor they have full disrespect for Parliament. And I would want to know what I want to find out, when are they going back to utilize public buildings? Let the country see what is going on and hear what is going on. I can't understand these people. And anyways, with the United Nations, with Guyana, did not vote for Russia to move. That was no surprise. Because I don't think the Foreign Affairs Minister knows his role. Anyways, that's it.
Thanks, Marlon. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Let's use Marlon as an example. When we're recording the voice note, you can turn your phone down, your tablet down, your television down, whatever you're viewing us on.
Hey, good afternoon, Sharon. I ain't got much to say, but I just steady and listening this program. I just a Ofi with the world news. It's a short saying I have to tell. You see the war that going on in Ukraine and Russia. Every one of them who commit money laundering, crime, anything, is a change. All them will catch themselves. I just hold on. It's just time. Be a chief. That's why I'm gonna bring out a lot of things. If they follow in the world news, they're gonna start scattering. That's all I got to say. The war going to bring everything out. It started already. Let us check the world news and see what's going on. All who thieving, jail time.
Thanks for that contribution. Thanks for that contribution. And folks, that's our final contribution I think we have for today. That being said, guys, that being said, it's a privilege having each and every one of you here. Tomorrow, we're going to take the day off. It's Good Friday at our end. We don't know if it's observed as a national holiday all over the world, but it's a national holiday at our end. And so we're going to be off with all our programs tomorrow, taking some much needed rest and recuperation and firing up again to come on Saturday and Sunday with our podcast. And then we're going to take Monday off as it's Easter Monday and folks are out with their families, kite flying and all that good stuff. We want to do the same with our families too. So we're going to be back on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, off tomorrow and Monday, and back to regular programming on Tuesday of next week. And we hope that you guys take some time off for yourself too and family and enjoy this long Easter weekend, as they say. Good to see Ingrid King and Edward Gonzalez. Good to see Haven Petal Wilson. Good to see all of you guys, Lauren Jones, Maria Alicock. Good to see each and every one of you guys. Thanks for joining our podcast today. Smash the emoji button. Share the broadcast, guys. And we see you guys right back here at 8 this evening. Pace and power. It's our final program for the week for In the Ring until next Tuesday again. So we're going to see you guys there. Be safe. And guys, come back and partner with us. Help us, of course, to meet our responsibilities. You know, we're totally funded. Probably one of the only programs funded like this by our listeners. And we're so grateful for your kindness, your love and support towards us, guys. You have several platforms available by which you folks can contribute to our program. We got Cash App. That's available. Cash App. Our Cash App handle is the $sign. In the Ring 592. We're available via PayPal and via Zelle, or PayPal and Zelle as one email address, in the ring 592 at gmail.com. In the ring 592 at gmail.com. That's our PayPal and Zelle email address. And then we can be had to via MMG. Our MMG number is 627-6963, the very number you've been sending voice notes to. That's our MMG number. And then we're available via Western Union. We know some folks old school like that. Western Union and MoneyGram, we can be had there too. You want to know how? If you missed anything, you can always send us a quick a note on that very MMG number, that very WhatsApp number, 6276963. I will give you any necessary guidance that you may need. Thanks for joining us today, guys. We're going to see you guys right back here in the ring tonight, guys. In the ring. Good to have you guys at our end. Have a fantastic afternoon, Cecile Ogle and Romy Leander, Kim Walker, Vita, Handy, Raj Kumar. Good to see you. Frauda Jacobs Ward. Good to see you. And all the other great folks. Thanks for joining our podcast. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Give us a share. Smash that emoji button. Partner with us. Thanks for joining us. That's our time. That's our program. Great to see you, folks. Have a fantastic rest of the afternoon. Right back here at 8, below the belt. See you this evening, guys. Stay safe. Stay safe. That's our time.